Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening everyone. How are we all? Welcome along to No Man's Land. Meant to be with FSG, but he is running a touch late. So he will be here very soon. He's been enjoying the sunshine in Scotland today and has had to travel a little distance, so I think they're on their way. Won't be too far away, but how are we all doing today? Just to have everyone here. Wondering what this is? This is our this is a bagger, so we're going to use this for our storing all our product in. We're going to put the crop up in the top and generate some bags off the bottom of that. So it'll be interesting to see how that all works out. Looking forward to giving that a whirl and using that, and that's worked out a lot cheaper than having to buy a silo or anything like that. Now, if we just have a look over here, if you're wondering how we've got up to $113,000, we have spent a little bit of time on here selling some silage, getting things sold, and made some money off selling the electrical charge and also selling the lime that we'd made last time. So we've certainly done pretty well out of all of that. It is very nice. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with our connection today. We'll see how that all goes. Need to still do some work on it. But while we're waiting for FSG, we might as well spend a little bit of time maintaining things. Have a look at the animals. I'm pretty sure they're all pretty well fed. We've actually got some milk there to sell. We could give the cows some TMR. Sheep are all pretty well fed and healthy, so don't worry about it too much there. So we'll go and grab my tractor and go and sort something out for those. Oh, not where I thought it was. I thought it was in the shed. I wonder why. I'm going to have to refresh things. My chat's not showing up. Breaking, I think. Oh, there we go. That's a whole lot better. Wondering why I had no chat in here or anything like that. Welcome along everyone. Who's here? Caleb, Martin, hello Scott George, Nick, Stegman, welcome along gentlemen. Greg, how are you doing? Dual viewing, who to listen to. So listen to us both. So the best thing to do, Greg, mute one stream, have them both going, because FSG will jump into Discord soon when he gets here and is ready to go, and we'll be able to chat that way. Now, yeah, so when he joins Discord, we'll be able to hear, and that'll be the best way. Crazy Eights, how you doing? Welcome along. Chinook, good morning to you. Welcome. Jan, 73, nice to see you as well. Holy Count Taz, hello, welcome. Martin Nagel, Alex Mills, how are you? Red Turbo, nice to see you as well. Chris67, good morning. Dylan Campbell, good afternoon. Right, there we go. I think I've caught up on everything. I don't know what, I wonder what was happening. I could see I had a chat rate, but I couldn't see anyone chatting. So anyhow, nice to have you all here. Welcome along. So, surprisingly, and I should have figured this out actually, the oats that we planted a little bit later are ready earlier than the canola is down the end, but that's to do with the planting calendar. See, canola should be ready. Must be when we planted it. Must have a longer growth cycle, I think. We'll have to wait and see. Potatoes are flowering. They're looking very, very lush and green, which is nice. Or if I'm looking forward to getting in and harvesting those at some stage or not, we will see. Mrs. FSG's, yeah, she's in the car. She's been messaging me while FSG's been driving. He's probably got that flash new electric Land Rover, and he's had to drive conservatively to save power or something like that. Right, don't think we need any water for the sheep. Go and check out the cows and see if they need anything. Uncle Daff, welcome along. Nice to see you. Trower, Barton, g'day to you as well. Black Book, how you doing, mate? Nice to have you here. Big Scooby 76, welcome along. No, don't need any water there either. And yes, I do have the water trailer selected, so that's not the problem. Alright, let's go and have a look at the TMR. We'll take some of that into the cows. I mean, I really should just go and buy the combine. Yeah. Waiting around here. I think we've decided what we're going to buy. Peter Clark, the battery ran out of, yeah, probably. He's probably stuck on the side of a motorway somewhere. Kids out on a treadmill running beside him, just trying to generate some charge. Now you see, when you become big and famous, you can turn up fashionably late. It's about making an appearance. Hey Mark, how you doing? Most known. Did we download the mod for making... We have. I installed it last night. So we do have that now, so we can actually repair our tractors at a more affordable value. In fact, maybe I could... Could I go do that? I could go do that actually, because we've got enough money to be able to afford what we need to buy. Have checked that out too. James, what are your PC specs? I am running an i7. Can't remember what one it is. An RTX 3070 graphics card, and I've only got 16 gig of RAM. That's one thing I do want to upgrade. Let's pop over here and we'll take a look and see what it's going to cost us to repair this thing this time. Well, I think I've bumped the repair costs down to 25%. So we've put the tractor there. Repair, that's a bit more affordable, isn't it? $4,000. It was up around 10. You can't repaint it here, but paint condition doesn't actually affect anything. So it won't matter. Pleasant View Farms, how you doing? Welcome along, mate. Wonder if Jib has FSG held up somewhere. He entirely possibly could. So I'm going to head on down to the shop, because when FSG spawns in, he will be down there anyhow. So we might as well make an appearance and get our combine bought. Hey Tara, how you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome along. Nick the Kid Farmer, welcome. Running 32 gig speeds to handle everything. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to upgrade to. Crazy 8, so I've got one more, I've got one 16 gig stick in there, so got plenty of space to add another one in. I'm pleased we made this track, or FSG when you made these fields, made it nice and wide, because a little bit of server lag every now and then makes it quite easy to run off the side. Well, FSG's on counting down, is he? He's so late I thought he'd be counting up by now. Can I show the card? So this is No Man's Land. I can show the card. Not much to see really, but No Man's Land, lots of big plots. There's really nothing else, but we own lots 32 and 34, 32 and 33 there, and 45 here. So those are our main farms. We put the track in using Terrafarm. So following this kind of track, we created that. Oh, got a sink. Watch out for the speed limit. What speed limit? Oh, left. No speed limit. I'm doing well, Tara. Have I finished yet? Yeah, you turn up and grab all the glory. We sit here long enough, we'll see his presence grace us right about there, I think. Like he's tabbed across. No, he hasn't. He turned up. Yeah, it was nice of him, isn't it? Jeb. He obviously got away from Jeb.
Can I get a lift?
Hey, can you get a lift? Hop in. Hop in. How you doing?
Sorry, to push the joke off. I am good, thank you, mate. Apologies for lateness.
That's all right.
Traffic in Glasgow sucks.
Oh, we figured out it was your new electric car had run out of battery and you were trying to conserve it, coasting down the hills or something like that.
Downhills.
Yeah.
No, truth of it is Mrs. FSG needed to have another bottle of wine.
Well, that's a valid excuse if you ask me.
Oh dear. Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Welcome everyone. How are we doing? Can everybody hear me on my stream?
Can
everybody hear me on my stream?
Can hear you.
Yes, we have yeses.
We've got yeses.
Oh, Jay can't. Jay can't. Jay needs to turn this down. Excellent. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, Args. How
Good
are you?
morning. Good, mate. Good. Thank you. How are you? Nice
Oh,
day.
that was
Nice day.
frantic. Don't do that, by the way.
Don't do that.
Yeah, very nice day. Actually, nice family day. So
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, can't complain.
That's good. Well, I must say I have made you stream a little bit earlier than you normally would too, haven't I? Sort of an hour earlier than you would.
Just a reminder, mate. It's clocks tomorrow.
Oh, is it for you?
So,
what are you going forward?
Yes. So what does that make it?
What time is it now? It'll become
9. Does that make it a 9 for me?
Yeah, it'll make it 9 for you. Yeah, we'll be exactly 12 hours.
Args and I record our Tuesday episode on a Sunday morning, but it's the crazy clocks forward and back.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, so.
Yep. We'll figure it out.
Right, stop with the smart comments about did my battery run out. I don't have my new car yet. It doesn't come until next week.
Well, the fuel prices then you were trying to conserve.
Oh, hang on a second. People can't hear you on my stream.
You've got to do that, Discord. Or mute your stream and listen to mine. Then it doesn't matter. Yeah. Right, I'm going to buy the combine.
Right,
Can you hear me now?
Everybody should be able to hear Args now.
Alright.
Sorry, I forgot to take that one off.
That's alright. So, we've got 110 grand, mate. I logged in and skipped forward a few days, sold a bit of silage, and money just kept on ticking up. So
I'm guessing that lime probably made us a bit of cash as well.
Yeah, the lime was good, but so's the electrical charge. Like if you look on, I think yesterday's day, like it's all reset. I wonder why all the data's reset. Oh, there it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah, 25 grand a day just from the electricity, having that silage. The BGA full, so yeah, it's not bad.
So 25 grand a day?
Yeah. And, month, sorry, month. Yeah, month.
Okay.
But we're only two days from now. Yeah, I know, right? It's all these hippies with their electric vehicles.
I know. God, who wants to drive an electric car, right?
Yeah. Dinosaurs died 60 million years ago so we could have fuel. Right, I'm gonna...
I'm getting requests to turn you back off now they can hear you.
Right, I'm gonna buy a combine.
Yeah, buy a combine.
Right, we're gonna get the class dominator, aren't we?
Yeah.
Want some GPS on that. I knew there was a reason it was gonna cost more than we thought. It was the GPS, the 15 grand to add that in. 85,000.
And we're going to get that Demco auger. Hey, are we bagging our grain?
We are. I've already got the bagger.
Ooh, exciting. So we're going to use, there's a mod that came out with 22. Was it a mod in 19?
I don't know. It's an LS mod company mod. So Farmer Klein did a preview of it a month or 6 weeks ago. And it only cost $2,500, so much cheaper than buying a silo.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good, and it's kind of a nice way to stack things.
Yeah. Yep.
So everybody asking if I've invested in an electric vehicle, I've invested in a hybrid. I can't go full electric yet. I can't bring myself to go full electric. So I need some fossil fuels in my life still.
Fair enough. Have you driven a full electric?
I have driven a Tesla, yes.
Oh, it is. I haven't had a Tesla.
It's breathtaking is the only word I can describe.
Yeah, we test drove, took one of the Mercedes electric vehicles for a drive 6 months ago, and yeah, it blows you away.
The torque on the acceleration is just, you can't even explain it. I mean, Teslas look like spaceships inside anyway. I think that's really like there's a novel. I don't like them from the out. I think they're quite ugly from the outside.
Yeah,
but in the cabin, oh, it's gorgeous.
I think electric cars, because they don't need the cooling and radiator at the front, and they're all about aerodynamics, that's changed things up quite a lot for how cars look, and I think it'll take a bit of getting used to, and the designers to find the best way forward for it. But...
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's lovely, that little J&M cart, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. I tested it to make sure the auger could reach into the bagger, so we're all sorted. And it was only 10 grand.
Nice.
Not 60 grand like whichever other one we've got in there.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. JCL's farm equipment on itch. That one. Right. We go do some harvesting.
Yes. As I turned up late, do you want to take the combine?
Sure. Don't have to ask me twice. So we've got the oats and the wheat are ready. The canola's not quite ready yet. Not far off.
Well, if we get the first two done, we can always hop forward a couple of hours, can't we?
Could. Whoop. Collision here on the header.
Polycount Taz is asking, can I explain how hybrid works? Is it electric and gas motors working separate or alongside? Well, I think the majority of them work separately. So I have about 40 to 50 mile range on electric, which is fine because I would say about 90% of my journeys are under 50 miles. And then you've got a standard engine on as well. Standard petrol engine or diesel engine. I've gone petrol.
It's a bit of power on demand sometimes too, isn't
it? There is a bit of that as well. But you can use the two together, I think, for... but around town running, it just switches and runs on the electric, which is quite nice.
So, the other thing, did we want to buy a bag handler for the front loader rather than using the forks? Up to you, what you want, more comfortable using.
We got forks.
We've got pallet forks, so you can hook the bags.
Let's just lip one at a time on there, shall we?
Right.
See how if it goes pear shaped, we can nip back and get another one.
Well, it only creates one bag at a time anyhow, so you can only pull one out from underneath the auger thing.
Yeah, so we should be all right, shouldn't we? We're just using one of the tines. Oh, look, the
sorghum looks good.
Looking well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that tender-loving weeding you gave it last time.
That was a good weeder, that wasn't it? 9 metre weeder.
Impressive. Hey Scott Page, how you doing? Nice to see you. Farming Sins, hello as well. Welcome along.
Hello to... I'm going to say just a broad hello to everybody in my chat because I rocked up late.
Yeah, sorry. I'm limited to 15 miles.
Conscientious.
What's that? Oh, you've been very courteous.
Yeah, I could just barrel past you, but I'll play the game.
It's nothing to do when you get past me anyhow. You got to wait for the harvest to start.
Exactly.
We could actually we can pick up the straw with one of the loading wagons too, can't we? And put it in the shed.
This is true.
So it's another
help us bulk out our TMR in the future.
Or bedding for the cows.
Yeah, that too. Oh, right. There's the bagger.
There is the bagger. Yeah, I tried to figure out the best place to put it. I thought that was nice because if we want to put the bags into the shed, you can pull them out quite easily.
Yeah.
All right, jump straight into it. There's a little. Well, there's no collision on it, so it does reach.
No collision helps. Definitely. That's good.
Let's turn my straw spot on. What is that? On there. There you go. Into it.
Nice.
First harvest on No Man's Land. Very exciting.
Where did you dump your forks, actually?
They're around the back of the shed.
I'll pop them on now. Not that I need them now, but... Oh, we're eating into the silage, huh?
Yeah, I've put a few loads in. My stream's a little behind FSG's. Pause FSG's and let mine catch up, Greg. We'll just close his altogether and watch mine. Either or.
At least Argsy rocked up on time. The least he deserves as viewers.
I'm punctual. Gotta say, I love your little intro, whatever you want to call it, teaser trailer for Elk Mountain. That was very well done.
I was just having a bit of fun last night, and it just came to me. I found a piece of music, and I was like, "Ooh, that would work."
That would work. That was very well done. Very good.
No, so, it was fun putting that one together. Threw a few Easter eggs in for future episodes.
Exactly. It raised more questions than answers, I think.
My joystick decided not to work. Hang on a second, I'll just set up a few keybinds while you fill the tank.
Indeed, 30% already, so get around a couple of times, I think. Not fair. Right. How's it like? You're hungry for some barbecue, Scott, but Scorp's not here. No, Scorp isn't here. You're a Texan though, you must be a dab hand.
Mark Thor, no collisions, not realistic, I'm off.
Good one, Margaret.
Margaret's the new Karen.
Margaret's the new Karen. Set our GPS up on this side, I think, because this is the longer edge.
Yeah.
So have you had a look around Green Valley yet? As I see, there's been a few videos have come out already for it.
I had people are quick off the mark, aren't they?
Oh, there is some very.
I mean, literally,
very
I got it last night, and I was like, no, I'm gonna digest it because it's a big map, but it's nice, isn't it?
It is nice, yeah. Yeah. No, you're right.
I love the fact it's kind of geared towards dairy farming as well.
Very much so.
It's a nice change.
I was tempted to float the idea of dropping this and doing a sort of multiplayer tour of it together, but
well, maybe if we get through the harvest here,
we could go and take a look at it. It's not on a server though, so we're doing it.
Yeah, true. Or maybe we set up a couple of episodes of a MP. Maybe we move from no man's land.
Oh, who knows? Could be. Oh, that's a little bit of lag spike. Oh.
No.
Laggy Argsy.
You didn't like that. Didn't like that shiny blue paint anyway, did you?
I love my shiny blue paint. I've put the repair mod in and I repaired my tractor and it costs just under $4,000. So
with it reduced?
Yeah, down to 25%. It was pretty broken. To be fair.
Yeah, mine's on the verge of being broken as well.
Yeah. What map, Nick? So Green Valley by DJ Modding. He's sent it out to a few people, and I know Farmer Klein and FS Club have both done live streams on it. And there's a few other.
It's cracking.
Videos, but it's a nice map. Yeah, it is a nice looking map. It's a very DJ modding map, which is what makes it nice, of course.
Yeah, I've always said that. I think DJ has probably the most, like, his style. You can recognise it straight away.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got a very, you look at it and you go, it's got a signature DJ mapping style to it.
Yeah. He had, like his, he has the towns and the way he organises the map.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I like the fact there's two towns as well. It's not...
Yeah, so I've sort of recorded a bit of a tour. I'm going to edit that a little bit later. But that's one thing I commented on. The towns don't actually take up much space on the map in terms of lost farmland.
Which is nice.
And at the end of the day, you're never ever going to farm every field on a 4X. You're mad if you do. So it's not that bigger...
big fields though, right?
Yeah.
A lot of big fields.
A lot of big fields. Some good small ones too. That's good mix.
Yeah. And lots of grass fields that aren't actual fields, as in numbered fields, which is interesting as well.
There's a big grass area right next to the shop, which would be great if he subdivided it off, but it's part of the big land parcel that includes some roads and the shop and everything like that as well.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I think it's... well, Matthew Strode's just pointed out we could just do a local...
Could do.
Although that... Args is on the other side of the world, so...
Yeah.
One of us might find it a bit laggy.
A little bit. That's right.
Oh, Pleasant's got permission to release the Alice Chalmers 8000 series. That's good news, Pleasant. Excellent stuff.
Nice. No, I haven't set my wolf yet, have
Nidas, unfortunately, you can't join this one. It's a private server, I'm afraid.
You wouldn't want to join anyhow. You wouldn't want to play with us.
No, we don't know what we're doing.
Nah. Make it up as we go.
Mark Thor has converted something as well. What do you think Mark Thor's converted?
It's a guessing game, he said.
I think I might know. I'm not going to say. Don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
But we both had the same idea the other day.
Oh, did you?
Right, shall we unload this and see what happens?
Yeah, I'm going to come over and watch. I mean, I know what happens, but I want to let everyone else see.
I'm intrigued if you keep loading it, does it move the bags out for you, or do you have to manually move them every time?
But it's got capacity in it, so you might actually want to put the auger wagon on your tractor.
Okay.
So then you can use the
there's a bit of a collision on it.
Front loader.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that.
You only put a little bit in. Isn't it? Yeah,
yes, a tiny bit. Yeah. Tiny bit, and I'm swapping tractors. I'll leave you, there's no fuel crisis, I'll leave your engine running.
Bottomless diesel tank.
Let the conspiracy theorists have their moment of glory.
Indeed. Tyler Bailey, how you doing? To have you here?
Oh, Nick Stegman's saying something interesting. He's working on something that might change the game big time if he can get it to work the way he wants it to. That sounds interesting.
Very
yeah,
much
I am
so.
properly broken. I'm not going to make the episode, I don't think. We'll live life on the edge, though. We'll not repair just yet.
What was? Oh, your I saw you talking person like you shattered after a day out on.
Yeah.
We did wonder what happens when you get to zero, though, didn't we?
Yeah, I think it'll just conk out in the middle of the field, and we'll have to. Right, there we go. I should have maybe changed the.
So you come over to this other side, you can enter this bagger.
Yeah, okay.
And when you enter it, you then press B to turn it on. B? And B. Why has it not started creating one?
8,000 litres. Oh.
Oh, man.
So Argy's bare legs then. That was unpleasant.
That's intriguing. I wonder if you're in the way and it can't spawn it. Or it's detecting something collision.
Let me move it away.
This is going to be typical. I tested this and I tested it on... Oh, did I test it on
single
the
player?
Did test it on single player. You're right. Haha, that could be a problem, couldn't it? It worked on single player just fine. Disable pallet creation. Oh, we want to enable pallet creation.
Is it a production mod?
No.
No.
No, it should just starts generating pallets underneath their bags.
Enter vehicle. B. Disable. Okay.
Not gonna work.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a shame.
Well, unless it's detecting a collision or something here to say it can't create the bag. Don't know why.
It says the bagger is sensitive to collisions. So just see if there's anything around it that's going to cause any grief. Oh, the hitbox for it's massive.
Is that what? Might be.
Or is it the... What's that? What's the hitbox for this?
Is it the trigger?
Is that the hit? That's not the trigger for the...
Oh. have any collisions on it. It needs a wheel loader to move, a telehandler to move it.
Hang on.
Yeah, no, super strength doesn't work either.
Strength. It doesn't?
No.
Oh my god, that's annoying.
Never work with new mods on a live stream. How many times have we told ourselves that exact same question?
Shall I lease us a telehandler?
Lease a telehandler, yeah. Bring it down. I'm just going to carry on combining. I'll let you sort this out. You can sort out my mess.
Does it need to be a big one?
Nah.
Get rid of that little Schaefer.
So long as it can handle the weight.
Do you know what I'll do? What's this? £5,000. That's going to blow our budget.
Now we can use some magic to put that money back in.
Yeah. Chat to the friendly farmer down the road.
Caleb's saying instead of bug where it has to be not grass underneath multiplayer. Try that.
How odd is that? Right, okay, let me get a fork for this as well.
Maybe. It could just be broken for multiplayer, to be crazy.
Telehandler tools. I've got no back handler, so it'll have to be a pallet fork. At least
Oh, you don't need.
That's more like.
You don't need anything on the telehandler. It just clips to it.
Oh, well, it was $102, so.
Okay. Yeah, it just attaches to it like it's got a front loader tool, or telehandler tool. So.
Use it for shifting the bags too. Right, here I come.
Well, that's a good start.
Oops, don't read the chat. Never work with children, animals, and new mods. We could have just painted out the grass underneath it, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Maybe I'll do that while you're walking back down. Gravel. That one little piece.
Jordan says it's my fault for turning up late.
No, grass didn't help.
Stick it in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, move it somewhere. Official Foxtrot, how you doing? Welcome along. Tyler, am I doing more Deer Creek? I certainly am. We'll be heading back there sometime during the week, I hope. Want to try out the Borgo planters.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nice to see them out.
Yeah.
Set up. No, I haven't. Of course I haven't. Mixture of
watching. So if you just put it right on the front face, make your fork thing vertical, and you just drive in towards that.
Right, like this.
Yeah.
Does it not matter which side?
It is that side, I think.
Ah, yes,
you're on the
there we
right
go.
side.
There we go. Whoa. Don't tip the grain out. Okay, this is quite heavy because it's full of grain.
Yeah.
Oh, I can still steer. All-wheel
steer, it's perfect.
So in a moment. Oh, lag spike.
It must have been auto-save, that one.
How far do we go?
Oh, I'll just give it a try there and see
I don't
what
want to
happens.
go. I don't want to go right close to the BGA. Right. Try that, shall we? Moving far enough away.
Moment of truth.
Enter vehicle. Enable powered creation.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Success.
Result.
Oof.
Do you know what size of bags it's giving us?
2,000 litres.
2,000 litres. Superb. Right, I'll get a pallet fork and I will move out of the way.
Ah. It's a relief.
Yeah. There we go. Nasty collision. So if anybody's using it, make sure you don't place it too close to buildings.
Indeed. See, John in your chat saying it's not realistic moving it like that. It's also not realistic that it wouldn't generate a bag because it was too close to the shed.
Really? Shall we talk about FarmSim and realism, shall we? There we go. Second bag going.
There we go, that's working good. Now.
Tell you what, you wouldn't want to do this with corn, would you?
No, that's true. Or potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes.
Who'd have potatoes?
Right. Oh. Yeah.
About that. Oops. Ah, stop. Alright, actually you know what we're going to do.
Oops. Just scrape the forks down the side of Trailer Park Farm. Nice shed.
Yeah. He's not here, he won't see.
Yeah.
It's strange considering where they had it in Hofburgman. They probably scripted it differently when it was placed into the map, Greg. I'll get into there dust.
Jordan, it makes it into whichever crop you've harvested. So it's just another way, instead of using a silo and having to get a truck to take it to a sell point, you can just load it into bags. I think definitely helpful on a smaller farm. I'm not sure you'd want to do this on a big... Ooh, okay. It's my only gripe, I can't get it.
Ah, of course. It's a big bag. Handler would be better, wouldn't it? That's fine.
Just extend a little.
The concentration on that face.
It's not quite how I would have it set up as well.
So is it not
just?
So it hasn't made another bag because I'm too close to it now with the tractor.
Gonna ping off. I knew it was going to ping off. The guy that had the rant at me a few weeks ago about I watched your live stream and all you did was stack potatoes for 2 hours. It's going to be having a sense of deja vu if he logs in tonight.
Oh, I'm sure we can find time for you to drive the combine for a bit. Once you've paid your dues for being late.
Hope we've not killed the animals by just skipping too many days.
No, I took my time and fed them, and we went and looked at them while we were waiting for you. I pointed out which one was your favourite and why she was hiding in the corner.
Crying. Did you point out your 15 favourites?
It's a rugby team.
Oh, you're fairly belting through that field, Args.
Yeah, it's going pretty fast actually. Not here to make friends, we're here to get things done.
Need the long forks. That's right, Peter. That would help for sure. I would also like it if my my controls were set up how I like them. I'm tipping down when I should be tipping up, so it's my muscle memory's failing me, along with most other things.
It's just age, isn't it?
God bless, no collisions. Patrick, what is this thing? This is a crop bagger. So we're basically loading up 2,000 litre bags of wheat at the moment.
Wheat. Cheaper way to store our crops than buying an expensive silo.
Yeah, what's a silo?
I don't know.
85, 90, 100 grand?
I don't know, probably find that out. Probably find it
out.
Elk Mountain had a cheap one as part of his ranch set or something like that.
Yeah, probably did. I'm sure there's a few old ones, isn't there?
Yeah. I see he released his
this should be
released his shed thing.
Yeah, his shed came out today.
Big workshop.
Have a look at that. Yeah. I was a big fan of that in 19, so
yeah.
I think he's tweaked it a little bit of it as well.
Yeah, I reckon you'll find Jeb will build one of those out the back of his garage.
Yeah. Jeb's started to monopolise my thoughts at the moment. Not in a good way. Not in a good way.
Oh my goodness, what's going on with this book? Is this Jeb in your game sense, or the fictional Jeb who's tormenting your subscribers?
A bit of both. Bit of both. I am enjoying that though. He gets I talk about it in tomorrow's episode actually.
I'm sure you're all compliments.
Oh yeah, nothing but.
Yeah.
Patrick saying silo is cheap compared to the time it takes to pack. Yeah, there's definitely a trade-off. I think you're right.
Mm.
I think it's definitely a small farm solution. It's not a. You wouldn't do it on North Dakota.
No, it's not a grain bagger like we've seen, where you can just fill it up with thousands or tens of thousands of litres. Greg reckons you're going to become a script writer soon as stop playing FarmSim.
Yeah.
Honestly, the farming's secondary in Elk Mountain.
It's kind of turning out that way. I think what will happen is, once the story's established, if I had more money, there would be more farming in it. The problem is I've got no money at the moment.
I heard there's a state lottery coming up. Maybe you could win that.
Possibly. That's probably rigged as well.
Probably. The sheriff does the draw.
Yeah.
Jeb's won it already. Oh, Peter Clark was here before. I don't know if he's still around. He's got some interesting theories on it all.
Yeah, I do like Peter's theories. Slightly offensive as well.
I'm at 85%, so I'll need an unload soon.
Cool. Well, I'll nip back over.
Only if the person in the future gives us the winning lottery numbers. If only I could, Nick, I would. Only time zones work that way.
Yeah, Args is on his 4th jackpot win in a row. But you can't tell us the numbers. Oh well, I made a dash of line in that up, didn't I?
A little. Here we go.
It's a cracking little... it's quite big, isn't it? This car.
The cart, yeah, it's 500 bushels up it was. It's good size.
Skunkbeard, does the BBC contact me about making a new drama show? I wouldn't do it for the BBC. I'll hold out for HBO. Put more swearing stuff in that one. Peter says he's jumped ship from Argsy back to here. Just winding. Is Jeb in your chat, is he?
I haven't seen him.
He's not showed up here today.
Right, a bit tidy. I don't know what happens with the GPS on this. It doesn't line up very well.
I had that on.
It's just on starting the rows.
Oh, yeah. It was the stone. The stone picker was a bit played up a bit.
I think it's because I haven't given myself a big enough headland to get straight on the rows before we turn in and things.
Crazy Eights, you've got it right, mate. Both streams open, mute one of them, you still hear the same stuff.
So you can pause one or the other to make sure that you can sync them up. Poor operator always blames his equipment.
Is there a reason the lights are stuck on 69? I don't know, Scott. Oh, it's Mark said that. Mark, get your head out the gutter, Mark.
Ironically, I noticed that same number on your stream the other night too.
Really? I'm getting trolled by YouTube.
Have you seen the new features coming on YouTube? The live streams, some interesting ones.
The live stream stuff is good, isn't it? Yeah. I have to try a couple of those out. Or was it a subtle dig, Mark, that I've got 200 viewers but only 69 likes?
That means there's 199 viewers with dodgy minds thinking we can't change that.
Yeah. I got more likes there. Remember, it's not Twitch Mondays. We're family friendly.
Family friendly, indeed. Good call.
There we go, we're up to 80 already. Thank you, people. Much appreciated.
Very nice.
Chinook's on 2 streams as well. Yeah, the tip is you pause one of them until you can get them synced up. And then it's all the fun of the fair.
Oop, turning the wrong way.
Can you put a trailer with auto Raymond? That's not a bad call, although it might set the collisions. Might let it down. I'm going to give that a go though. That's not a bad effort. Although I can't. I was going to say I can, but the hitch on that low loader of ours doesn't work, does it?
We don't have auto load either.
Oh no, neither we do. I thought we'd installed it.
I don't think so.
What are we thinking, Args?
I just like using my loaders. You know that.
You do have a penchant for loading stuff.
I do.
Oh, come on.
Slow down.
My 3D spatial awareness all over the place. Actually going to have to move the camera position.
Right. You're going with Mum too? Okay. True. I forgot about that. Oops, stop.
Would a skid loader be better? Maybe tray. What actually would be better would be a big bag grabber, so that it would tilt and you could hook it and pull it back. But it's doing all right.
I mean, I did suggest that. What do I know?
Did you?
When you
to
were
me?
Yeah, when you bought a pallet fork for the front loader, for the telehandler.
Oh no, we don't have any big bag lifters for.
Oh, for telehandlers.
For telehandlers, or I would have.
What's the? Is the modded one that comes with the kit not for telehandler?
Or if it is, it's not in the telehandler tools section. Maybe it was in miscellaneous or something.
See.
I did not look over there.
Gonna run into something.
Let's move the forks there. That might help me a bit.
There you go.
Yeah, pop Argsy's stream in here as well, so that anybody who wants to watch them both can. And if you haven't discovered Args yet, you have to go and see it. Because he is not a million miles away from 10k now.
No, just over 200. Last count. Gosh, it won't be far off a year since you were at 10k.
Yeah. Felt like a big number, that.
It did. Now look at you.
Racing away at the moment. It's going to be my most successful, I think, number, other than if we discount launch weekend for 22.
Yeah.
This current month is going to be my most successful month ever in terms of new subs.
That's awesome.
Creeping up to 4,000. Crazy. I'm coming after Clutch, chasing him down.
You want that silver YouTube button, don't you?
I did. That was the whole reason for starting this. Was that? Have I said that? Have I told that story before?
No, I don't know if you have.
Indulge when I started it for fun, the kids were like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if you got a silver YouTube button?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'll never happen." And now I'm like, "Well," and they're like, "Oh, it's definitely going to happen." I'm like, "Okay, no pressure."
Yeah.
keep all the pressure on Dad.
Yeah. And then they're going to kick you off the channel and can commandeer it for themselves.
Yeah.
And start doing completely different content. Oh.
Minecraft and Fortnite, here we come.
Fortnite without that stupid building almost makes it a game you'd want to play. Almost.
Yeah. Josh W is asking, what is a good in real life Australian farmer to watch on YouTube? Have you got any recommendations?
Not off the top of my head. Someone like Greg, who's in my chat, probably in yours as well, he might have some suggestions. One of the Aussie viewers.
Who's the Aussie version of Millennial Farmer?
Millennial Farmer, that's a good question actually, I haven't found them. There's an interesting guy. There's an interesting guy in who was on the Millennial Farmers podcast who's based in Tasmania and grows opium or poppies. But he only has, I don't think he does YouTube, he only has an Instagram. But okay. He was an interesting guy if you haven't listened to that podcast. Real fair dinkum Aussie.
Opium as well, that's an interesting...
For the pharmaceuticals industry. The legal pharmaceuticals industry.
Which version?
Yeah. Very, very heavily regulated. But I think Aussie's quite a big producer in that market.
Interesting. Well, with 10 bags in, Args.
Well, we've I'm doing my last pass and we're full again. Gotta pay attention to that.
Oh. Right, I've had enough. I'm going to have to switch my forks around.
Right. We'll finish this
I've
field.
been battling with it the whole time. And...
I'll come and give you a hand with the tractor. Yeah, Greg's saying it's a big industry in Tasmania. Interesting, I was watching the other podcast I was listening to, Millennial Farmers one they did with Welker Brothers, that they're getting into hemp production. Welkers are giving hemp a go.
What are they? I saw Mapper's Paradise actually doing some testing on the Welker
are they?
map the other day.
Cool.
On the Welker silo.
Yeah. Interesting to see that. Interesting to see how that all goes.
Trey, what's it take to get a silver button? 100,000 subs, Trey.
There you go, you want that.
Cheers, mate. Just as I finished my bags.
I'm not surprised that monitor the fields with CCTV. Is that opium?
I can imagine.
I know there's rules here in New Zealand around growing hemp. I don't think you can grow it within sight of roads and things like that. Because even though it has no, like, industrial hemp has none of the active ingredient that cannabis has, none of the THC. But it wouldn't stop people trying to steal it and use it illicitly.
Look at me, I waited for you and you just drove past me. How rude.
I wanted to get this.
You're picking up the...
Yeah, sorry.
You can just pop those last little dregs in, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's interesting. Look at that. I'm unloading here and it's bagging this time.
Ah. So I wonder if the collision's on the side rather than the front and back.
I wonder if the collision's on the shed.
Well, no, because it wouldn't create one when I loaded on the side. I unloaded out of the combine on the side before.
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
All we know is it's working now.
Industrial hemp is something you'd like to get into FS22, Derek. It was interesting actually hearing what they have to do with it. So they take the seeds and use those for oils and things like that, like or cooking, making hemp flour, and there's hemp oils they use in cooking and that sort of thing. Heaps of different uses for it. But then the fibers they bale up, like I think it was for clothing and things like that. They actually leave it sitting in the field for winter, and the frosts and cold and everything helps break it down a little bit.
Oh, okay. A round bale grab. Yes, I wonder if it would actually. It's a good point. There you go, Args the Pro, look at that. Gregory Jones, have you heard the wolf howl from 8:15 PM to 4:30 AM? Yeah, and do you know where the sound sounds exactly like the wolf howl of the American werewolf from London, which I think's a horrendous reminder of my childhood.
Is that the
watching
is that the sound on this map?
On this one, or Elk Mountain? I have heard it on this one. The one on Elk Mountain is feels like American Werewolf in London.
Oh, I haven't.
Alright, show it off now.
I haven't heard the one on Elk Mountain.
Yeah, every now and again you hear it. Check out Args, show it off.
Just trying to be efficient.
Well, in that case, you can be efficient and I'll go cut some oats.
means I can stack them closer in the shed too. You've done well,
yeah,
There's 10 bags in here. It's what, 20,000? There's 12.
Yeah, yeah.
24,000 litres.
That's not bad. What the price is like at the moment?
When I looked, it was about 540,000 litres. So
farm shop? 502 and going up.
Going up. I think December was the peak price for.
But yeah, what are we in? We're in July, so it's rock bottom 502. 720 is maxed out in December.
Here's a good question. I don't know what happens when we get to the last bag. Have only partial product in there. Can we drop the bag off?
Good point, actually. Mighty Mouse, no, there's the elk bugle when you're next to an elk horn, but there's another sound too. Listen out for it. Right, let's dive into these. Are the oats. This is a bigger field, actually, isn't it?
It should be. That's
97% yield bonus as well. Nice.
Probably Jib trying to scare you off or something like that.
Probably. Wouldn't put it past him.
Ooh, that bag's a bit heavy. I just went tipsies. You can take the bag away, we'll just get parked back. Ah, sweet.
Oh, I suppose it spawns, doesn't it? So yeah.
It does start spawning the bag, yeah. But it doesn't detach it till it's full. That's all I thought.
I guess he says farmers don't wear shorts.
Who's wearing shorts? Oh, me.
Sacrilege.
What's wrong with shorts?
We're upsetting legacy.
Someone who has legs in his name and he doesn't like my shorts. Are you trying to leave every engine possible running over here?
Well, I thought you might need it again.
I probably do.
I think this header... Did you say you were struggling with the header that left stuff? It's too wide.
Yeah, I wonder if I ordered my
shrink
GPS width probably a little bit wider than it should have been. It was fine in the straight, it's just when I was turning at the rows.
Alright, I'll narrow it in a bit and see what happens.
There you go, when it emptied out, it emptied the last bag into a bag, so I've got a 1400 litre bag.
Oh, that's quite cool. It works out at the end of it.
Very clever.
Args, the sensei of bag handling. Yeah, indeed. The Mr. Miyagi of bag hand.
I'm doing it on 90 millisecond pin as well.
Oh yeah, that's quite good.
There's good connections on that.
Which is, for everybody that slags FS19 and FS22, that it was only in FS19 with a few little additions. Couldn't have done that in 19.
No. No, certainly been some big improvements.
Saran has just finished cleaning up after a 2-year-old's birthday party, so she's sitting down to relax with the stream. Nice to have you here, Saran, and a happy birthday to your little one.
Indeed, happy birthday. Just admiring the sights down there in the infield.
Yeah, I'm just doing a big U-turn.
Greetings from Baron von Frankenmuth, Lord of the Ditches. Mr. B. Williams, welcome along.
It's nice to see Frankenmuth made it to console.
Oh, absolutely. Big credit to Taylor Farms for persevering with it, because I know he was getting pretty frustrated.
It wasn't easy, was it?
No, no.
So yeah, fair play to him. Trying to give the console people something a little bit different to play with.
So, we need a road down here, Legion. We could have. We did start the road here. Who knows? Maybe we'll buy some more land down further.
I'm having this problem that you have, and I narrowed my header, but it's missing It's missing bits. Oh, it's got it this time. That's odd. It's almost like it's right on the very limit of the header pickup.
Yeah.
Cybermind. Oh, this is live. I thought it was part of the series. No, welcome, Cyber. It technically is part of the series, but it's a live version. Quite a few people have asked for it over the last few weeks, so we thought we'd oblige.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done a live stream together too, hasn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, this is annoying.
Oh, you're leaving more than I am. I didn't have that sort of issue.
I might reset the width again. I'm going to auto width it and see what happens.
You can actually remember where things are in Frankenmuth, not to mention the long straight roads. Yeah, it's do you know what I've loved the most about playing FarmSim is actually learning more about these areas. Like, I didn't realise, sort of looking at the Huron County, that's 16 acres in Michigan, how it is just one big grid.
Yeah. Oh, so if I ever get the chance to sit down with my dad and record something, he talked about that a lot when he was over there in the States. He said, is it a mile grid or a quarter mile grid? The whole of the US is set up on a quarter mile grid.
Yeah.
Sorry. What the hell is going on here?
Give the combine back to the expert.
Right. See if it leaves a gap here. I am. Yeah, so this header's knackered. Right, I'm going down.
Get the Phoenix dump truck up to 96 miles per hour on Frankenmuth straight roads. Oh, you're just about time travel. Well, you are. You're over time travelling speeds. We only needed 88 miles per hour, Marty.
That's right. As long as you've got your 1.21 gigawatts running, you're
That's
fine.
it.
It's a mile grid, Derek says, same as Canada.
So,
it's ever my day dazed.
so do you know, in like when New Zealand was first settled by the English, they the wise people back in London applied a grid to New Zealand for surveying and for subdivision and roads and all that. So if you ever get to Wellington, our capital city, it is a very steep, hilly city with this grid of roads. So you've got all these streets which just go nowhere because it was impractical to build them. They couldn't build the roads, but they had this wonderful grid.
Genius.
Yeah. We got into 2 weekends ago when I was away. We went up into the back blocks of the Whanganui River Valley, up into a national park, and that was early settlers. So when soldiers came back from World War One, they were gifted a parcel of land, and some of this land is so steep you couldn't find a flat spot to pitch a tent.
Really?
And you know,
absolutely useless.
It was absolutely useless. You couldn't you couldn't farm it or anything like that. So, you know, this is the early 1920s. They're gifting this land and expecting these soldiers to want to go in there and clear it. And then of course the depression hit, so they all abandoned it. They just up sticks and left and did something else. It was seen as the last bastion of farming, the last frontier of farming and land clearance in New Zealand.
Michael Trinity, the combine just showed me that it's FSG live. Thanks, Michael.
You look like you fixed it though. That looks better.
Yeah, I didn't go narrow enough on the width. Even Kartek, how you doing? Nice to see you.
I mean, you could give yourself a bigger headland at this end though. Make it easy.
I could. Yeah, I might just do that. I might run along and open things up a little bit more.
Crazy Hats thought you must have been doing a bit of drink driving on that harvester. You got a beer tonight, have you?
I haven't. I've been dry today. Mrs. FSG's been on the Prosecco. So I was behaving.
She's made up for the both of you.
Oh yeah.
And then
She regularly does that. I do have a beer here though now. I've got a brew dog.
Nice.
A Hazy Jane. Nice New England IPA.
Yeah, very good.
So I shall open that in a minute. I think I've earned it.
No Novus Games. Hello, greetings from Argentina. Welcome along.
Hey, no, how you doing, mate?
Scott's just poured himself a bourbon. Or bourbon, as you say.
Bourbon. That's how it's spelled.
Yeah, I suppose it is boar. B-O-U-R.
Do you boar?
Boar.
Do you
pour?
You burr? Do you burr a drink or do you pour a drink? It's like the age-old argument, isn't it? Is it Nike or is it Nike?
Yeah, true.
I love winding people up. People get really precious about that one. So I just reel out the, well, do you fly a kitey and do you ride a bikey? No.
Have you got a friend called Mikey?
Yeah. But apparently it's the Greek god of...
Oh, my Discord's throwing a hissy fit.
Or...
I can't hear a word you're saying. My Discord's suddenly gone all laggy.
Who isn't Nike? I believe it is Nike. Grab these little bits that are at the end here. Scone or scone?
You just sound like a robot on my stream. Discord's throwing a big hissy fit.
It's the same word. Well, that happened with when we did the stream with Kadir. What's Args laughing at? Args just lost it. No, right. Even in pilot, how are you?
Oh, that's better.
Greek goddess of victory. Thank you, Scott.
Discord sorted itself out. It was lagging, and you were sounding very robotic, and I was only getting every third word of what you were saying.
Yeah, right.
Funny though, because the stream didn't lag, and everything was just Discord.
That's a Discord thing. I think, remember we had that with Kadirk as well. He lost all his Discord at the end of a stream a while back.
This can't be yielding quite as high as the wheat, does it?
For this. Sorry?
I was just going to say the oats don't yield quite as high as the wheat, do they? You're not getting as much.
No, they definitely don't. No. So we won't get as much out of it. Good evening, Henrik. Nice to see you. Dumping all the straw in the grass field. Oh well. Mark Thor saying for the celebrities that attend the Oscars, they're given a gift bag of stuff worth 72 grand, which includes all sorts of goodies, including a patch of land in Scotland. Is that you're doing, FarmSim Guy? Yeah, most of Scotland's owned by very, very wealthy Arabs now.
There's somewhere you can go. There's a website where you can apply to be a lord in Scotland, and you get a certificate for it and everything like that too.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a fake title and all that.
Yeah. Got a friend who's an O'Connor, and his wife got him that for his birthday.
It's not the worst present in the world, is it?
I suppose not.
You apply for your passport. You can only use it in Scotland.
In Scotland, yeah, something like that.
There's a rule on it. Up to 109 likes now. Halfway there.
Nice. What happens at 200?
I put my shorts on. Oh, Derek Hurst's got a land title deed for a plot of land on Mars.
Oh, nice.
So if it all goes pear-shaped in the next few years, we'll head over to Mars with Derek.
We're all going to stay at Derek's place.
Henrik, my Discord's available in the description below the vid, so you should be able to find it there. Unless I think, actually, is it set up? If you do ! Discord, it might be linked here. I did have it set up. 200 likes for a 24-hour stream. Oof.
Who's suggesting that? Crazy Hate.
Crazy Eights, yeah.
And Chinook suggested at 200 you get a knighthood. They give those out to just about any idiot nowadays too, don't they? So it'll be appropriate.
Oh yeah. Any clown can get that. Sometimes they give them to people like paedophiles and then they take them off them again. That's how good it's got.
There
goes the monetization on the stream as well.
Yeah. Wasn't me, it was the other guy. Just take his.
Yeah.
I actually got a copyright strike for a video, one of my whole macro videos from 2 years ago popped up this morning.
Oh, did you?
Well, a copyright claim, not a strike.
What was the claim for?
I think it's some music through... In fact, I'd have to have a look whether it's the mixed sound music I used for that or one of the, something else. Go and take a look. Alright, I'll figure out where to put this stuff now.
Are we out of space? I have to move some machinery around.
Only because of how inefficiently you stacked the wheat in here to start with.
I was trying to get it round the seeds that were there. If I'd been sensible, I would have moved the seeds first.
True. Right, I'm going to move the roller.
Right, definitely beer time. Imagine what it's like spending an entire day with a bunch of Glaswegians, which is all Ali's family. And what do Glaswegians do very, very, very well?
Tell us.
Drink. And I was the designated driver, so yeah, I've earned this.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers, yeah. We're going to have a lot of straw as well, I think.
We are going to have a lot of straw. We're probably going to get a fair way through collecting it too, the way we're getting through these fields. Oh, that's leg.
No, Scott, George, Scots are good at drinking. And I count you in that one.
When it rains and weather's crap for 330 days out of the year, what else do you do?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, that's an interesting tip.
Very nice. Evening, Barnacles. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Oh yes, don't forget to help Args. So Args is about 200 subs away from 10k. So if there's anybody in here who isn't sub to Argsy, go and give him a sub right now. Because actually he does some brilliant content as well.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Interesting.
Brilliant. Loved the mining vid yesterday.
I've had lots of comments asking if SG and Argsy are going to cross paths in Elk Mountain too.
Well,
so if you've been
going to need somebody to run the mine one day.
They're going to say need someone to run Jeb over.
Oh, that too. Same thing. It's been a terrible accident.
Yeah. Argsy, I need someone taken care of.
Yeah.
And what better place to take care of someone than a mine with lots of crushing machinery?
Just got buried.
It was a landslide.
Oh, Mark's obligatory hour and 20 minutes into a stream reminder that I haven't looked at head tracking yet. If I invest in new screens, I will look at it, Mark.
I haven't.
Even in Scottish?
I have looked at it, and then I haven't got any further with setting it up. Well, thank you everyone who's just sub. Nice to have you here as part of the team. Welcome along. Nice sheep bar every time someone subs. Just had a message from my sister-in-law to say my 5-year-old niece has just been diagnosed with COVID, or tested positive.
Oh dear. So it's going a bit mad in the UK again now. Now they've released everybody. The numbers have gone crazy in the last week. 1 in 11 people in the UK at the moment has got COVID.
Crazy. I would have thought you were so many infections early on, there wouldn't be that many people left to get it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are getting it second time around now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. William Wilson, hello gentlemen, really enjoying your series along with the banter. Glad to hear it, William. Welcome along.
The series is secondary. Oh. Yeah. Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for the subs. I really appreciate those.
Can't be far away now, Alex.
Not too far away. Still trying to figure out what to do when we do hit the milestone. And no, Field 9 potatoes is out of the question.
Oh, strange. I thought my wheel had packed it, but we're back. Logitech really need to support FS22. It's a pain in the backside with this wheel. Marcus Burns, just sub to Argsy on your say because I really enjoy your content. Hope he is just as good. I would say.
Don't.
He's better. He's more professional. Let's put it that way.
Hardly. That's pretty cool.
There's a very professional manner about him.
So the bag that had detached, which had only partially filled, when I started putting more crop into the hopper, it reattached and filled it up completely. It's pretty clever.
That's clever.
Yeah, because I thought, we're going to, every time I take a bag out and there's only less than a bag's full in the hopper, we're going to end up with a whole lot of part bags, but no.
So you get the choice to remove it or keep filling?
I could have taken it out from underneath, because it was still underneath the hopper, it reattached and kept filling. Very clever.
That is clever. I like it.
I'll tell you what, the LS Mod Company and some of those German sites, there is some smashing mods on those.
Yeah.
If you can use Google Translate and have a look through, well worth going and checking out, because I don't think us English speakers appreciate how big Farming Simulator is in Germany and those countries.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I think you're right. I actually think it's probably their main audience. Even with the volume of people in the US. I think, FS in Germany is massive.
Yeah, I mean, you just need to go on Twitch or something at the, right time, and the majority of the streams from German.
And it's interesting, you don't tend to get a lot of German YouTube sites. I certainly don't. And I think it's probably just the algorithm recognises...
It's a language thing, isn't it?
LS22 and FS22 is two different things, right?
Yeah, but I think you'd also find if a YouTube channel's German, or specified as German, or what language it is, you're probably going to be more recommended.
True.
channels from English-speaking countries.
I reckon there's some massive German FarmSim YouTubers.
I'd say so, yeah.
Grey Devil, if you unsub from Argsy and resub, does that count? No, it doesn't, unfortunately. Need a Logitech heavy equipment bundle refresh. I 1,000,000% agree with that, Scott. And the fact that Thrustmaster have pimped out their new wheel. Thrustmaster. It's a bit itchy. An itchy subject.
Oh, goodness.
But that new wheel from them, which to me doesn't look radically different to a G920 or a G29. It doesn't look like specifically for FarmSim, does it? But they're certainly trying to push it into the FS space. You know, DJ's done a vid on it. I see Clutch has done a vid on it now as well. So
yeah,
we're obviously sending them out to people to have a look at.
They talked about it on the podcast, the last podcast as well, not the one that came out yesterday. 2 weeks ago, about, I think someone had asked specifically if there was going to be a heavy equipment bundle, and you know, they kind of said it's out of their hands. It's up to the hardware providers to determine that.
Yeah. Goofy Khan, hey FSG from Sin City, nice. Thrustmaster 2000 for all your bird simulator live stream needs. Nice, Kieran. They've most probably got that free. I'm sure they did, Peter. I'm sure they've been sent them to talk about and test. Which is no bad. That's a good thing. I think, you know, choice is good. I honestly, when I upgraded my wheel, the reason I did it was for 22 was for manual gearboxes, because I had the Logitech shifter, and I've really felt like it was the Logitech. It was the only option, the only choice I really had. So it's nice that there's a bit more variety for sure.
I've always been a Thrustmaster person for my steering wheels, but then all my other peripherals are Logitech keyboard, mouse.
Yeah, Logitech are really pushing it at the moment. There's some good stuff out. My new keylight thing that I bought is Logitech, and it's very good.
I saw that when you shared it. I went and had a look. We can't get those in New Zealand yet.
Incredibly cheap. Like £59 I paid for it. Compared to, you know, the Elgato ones that are a couple of £100.
Yeah, they're nuts, aren't they?
Sasha, do you want to have a link to a very good German map? What's it called, Sasha? Happy to have a look at it.
I'd love it to know as well. I can add it to my map directory.
That's another reason you should sub to Args, is to go and check out his website, where he manages a map with every single... Oh, I'm off.
Every map I know.
Yeah, every single map we've found information out on. Was Rawest Valley on till I did my tour on it the other day, Args?
No, it wasn't. That it slipped through as well.
I found by pure chance I was scrolling up Yukon Valley thing and didn't know it was even a thing.
I had seen it. I knew he was working on a second map other than Yukon Valley, but I hadn't. I didn't realise it was either out for testing or it got any further, so I hadn't looked any deeper into it. So.
NF Marsh, the Nordish region of Germany. Have you heard of that one?
Yep, that's on the directory. It's quite a cool looking map, and it's actually on the Farmers Only Club are using it on some of their multiplayer servers.
Oh, cool.
It is. I actually, when I did have a look around it, I thought it was quite a cool map. It's like they say, it's up where a lot of the land is below sea level, and so there's big banks and berms and dikes and things like that to stop the water around the edges of fields. And yeah, it's quite cool. Quite cool map. Big square fields too, and some good open areas to build your own farm. some established farms. It's got mining in it, so not with Terra Farm, but with heaps of material you can go and pick up and do
nice.
stuff. Yeah.
That sounds interesting. I might have a nosy at that.
Yeah. If you make a map for Mars, will I get a special category on the directory? I guess you'd have to, Derek. There was a map.
Yeah,
there was a Mars. There was a Mars-based map or sort of Martian-based map for 19.
There was, yeah. Yeah, there was.
So many maps for 22 you can't keep up anymore, only go on our opinion. Yeah, they came thick and fast there for a period, sort of about a month ago. I think it was that sweet spot 3 or 4 months after the game released, which seems to be a sort of development cycle, doesn't it? 3 or 4 months for a map.
It does. And actually, I think, you know, we talked about this earlier on, that some of the maps that came out right at the start maybe could have done with maybe being held back a little bit to polish them up a little bit.
Yeah.
But now we're starting to see the good stuff. I think we're really starting to see the
cream,
well thought through. Nitro, I dropped onto MRG stream after my stream on Thursday.
Yeah, I didn't get a notification for that, and I missed it.
Yeah, he was testing his different seed types. It was very interesting to watch.
Cool.
And Nitrodad was on as well. He said he managed to get his map error-free that day as well. So that's coming soon. That'll be a good map.
That will be. Yep.
And of course, DJ modding this week as well.
Plus, he's posted this
morning
Noggy, to say it's just going
how
through.
How you doing, mate? Nice to see you.
Hey, Noggy. I see it's just going through final testing now. He posted this morning.
Yeah, I think he'll release it.
Yeah.
Maybe probably next week at some point.
Feels that way.
So I might have to pop an extra vid out on Monday.
Ooh. Don't put a tree on. Strody, he lost interest in Farmers Only Club at the second contract server. Yeah, it becomes a bit of a grind after that, but that's to try and encourage you to get into more of the actual farm manager role.
So how far are you away from finishing your 500k's worth of contracts? You mustn't be a million miles off.
Got another 150,000 to go, but I just have not had time to get on it in the last 2 weeks, really. Having to reevaluate my...
Is there a time limit, did you say, to do it?
No, you've got to be on... It's a minimum of 18 days before you can apply for farm manager, so you can't go on and smash out 2 days full-time to get the 500k and expect to become a farm manager. More of a showing a commitment overall.
Yeah.
How's your build level going?
84, so I'll just chop out this corner and then I'll unload.
Just drop it straight in there without me though, can't you?
Yeah.
What map was FSG talking about just now, Scott? NF Marsh, is that the one? Or Green Valley? Oh, DJ Modding's is Green Valley.
Yeah, Green Valley by DJ Modding, yeah. You will like that one, Scott. It's your kind of map. Big 4x map, big fields, nice options for dairy. Some really nice big dairy barns on it.
What I like the most, like he's got 4 farms set up on it, but they all have exactly the same features in terms of having dairy barns and silos and harvest stores and things like that, but they're all different in their own right. They have their own character.
Yeah, the layout's really different.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite a hilly map as well, which is nice.
Those...
Some of the, certainly at the top.
Yeah. That windy road that goes through the middle.
Elevated farms. Yeah.
I just wanted a rear-wheel drive car to drift down it. outside of mine, you've spent a week on FOC as well. It's been cool actually. I've noticed a lot of you guys getting involved in it, and had a message from a couple of the admin guys the other day just saying they were grateful for the new support that had come out of my videos. Very cool.
There you go. Community works, doesn't it?
It does.
Eric, welcome from the Czech Republic. Hello, sir. Nice to see you. One of my favourite cities, Prague. Absolutely amazing city to visit.
Is that right?
Been there many a time. Evening, Daryl. How are you?
So, Dylan, the best way to manage your mods when you've got different ones from a multiplayer server is to have a different mod folder. And I use the Sim Gamers Alliance mod folder manager that they have. And someone wants to share in chat Fusion's video for that. He's done a good video on showing how to set that up. But that makes it very easy. Very easy. So, like, even for No Man's Land, for example, I've got a different folder for all the mods, FSG, and I use here. I've got basically a mod folder for every single game save I have.
Hey, question, do you have a... So I have a dumping ground folder, which I just throw every mod in. I've got... So if I'm just testing a map or looking at something new, I'll chuck everything. I'll chuck that map into a big mod folder, but then when I've decided to start a series or something a little bit more focused, I then pull out the mods and build them up from scratch, just keep things tidier.
Yeah, very similar. I've got one called Unsorted Mods, where if I find something, I'll download it.
Chuck it in, see if it works.
Yep. But for my map, the map tools and that, I've got a folder just for map tools, and I put every map I've downloaded all in the same folder. The only downside to it is things you use across every save game, like Horseplay or Auto Drive or Power Tools or anything like that. If there's an update, you've got to go through and update it on every version.
Running multiple versions of that,
yeah.
Although the latest version of SGA, you can have a favourites folder. So if you drop it into your favourites folder and then recopy the mods over, it'll update them in each folder for you.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't looked into that. I did see Fusion comment on that the other day. That's handy. I see there's
Mark's got folders for his folders for his folders. That does not surprise me. But...
As long as your desktop doesn't look like MNGs, though, we're fine. We can still be friends.
I still hurt my head.
I see there's an updated version of Auto Drive released on GitHub yesterday as well.
Really?
Haven't looked at it yet. Yeah, I saw a notification on Discord about that.
I feel like I'm behind what's going on this week.
Thank you, Greg. Yeah, there's a link to Fusion's video in my chat for anyone who's interested.
Marcus Burns, you stay in Aberdeen. Have I ever been up this way, FarmSim? One of my very good mates from university is from the Granite City. It's a nice part of the world up there. Good for a night out, Aberdeen.
We've got a restaurant called Aberdeen here in Palmerston North, and it is good for a night out as well.
Is it?
Yeah. Steak restaurant.
Does it sell
Angus.
steak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. TJ, how you doing, mate? Morning to you. Rusty Money, welcome along. Our favourite man in blue. Nice to have you here.
Yeah. The only trustworthy sheriff I know.
And you're starting to meet a few of them.
Only one in Mountain I don't trust.
Did I see in the trailer that you got the blue and reds on the police car to work? Sheriff's car to work? Or
you saw in the trailer that the blue and red lights work. But yeah, I can't be held responsible for that one. Mr. Mark Thor helped me out there,
nice.
Which was very good of him. Jellyfingers is from Forest. Oh my goodness, that is a properly out in the middle of nowhere. I just need to say something like Fit Lakeman. Forest is Forest has a very good football, like a junior football team called Forest Mechanics.
Oh yeah. So when you say it's out in the middle of nowhere, we're middle of Scottish Highlands or something?
You basically go up to Inverness and then you go across into the middle, which is there's nothing there
except for forest.
Yeah, except for this town called Forest, which is basically forest without a T on the end of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And they speak like they almost sound more Welsh than Scottish.
Yeah.
Their local dialect is really strong, and they speak a lot of well, actually, Jellyfingers. Do they speak a lot of Doric up there, which is like a Scottish dialect?
Mm.
And they've got some ridiculous. Honestly, it's like a different language. You really have to tune into it.
Yeah.
Cranky, Sharp, you were not born in Forest. Oh man.
Oh wow.
That's ridiculous if you're born in Forest. David Patton, West Virginia. There was a song about that.
Yeah, so I was just about to think that too. On the playgrounds where I spent most of my days.
Yeah.
Gotta watch those guys in the hood though, they were up to no good.
They were. Started causing trouble in his neighbourhood.
One little fight, Mum got mad. Not a bad place to move to though, eh? West Virginia with the
yeah. Raymond's begging that we don't start singing. It's like an MRG stream.
Right. I think I've got the easy gig doing the oats here because the low yield.
Yeah, I think you have.
Yeah, JK to Matt, welcome along.
There's also Country Roads Take Me Home that references West Virginia as well, doesn't it?
Very.
Gary's from Ohio. Big fan of Ohio. Did quite a fun series on Ohio in 19. Oh, Jace from Culloden. What's Culloden famous for, Args?
I could not tell you, to be fair. Can't be that famous.
The Battle of Culloden.
Yeah.
Where Braveheart.
Ah.
You know, Mel Gibson, the Australian guy.
Yeah.
He fought off the English.
Ah, right. Oh well, my surname is a descendant from the Wallace clan. I do believe.
There you go.
My two claims to fame in movies is William Wallace's uncle, Uncle Argyle. And then there's an Argyle, the chauffeur in Die Hard. You show that to the kids and they get all excited, as I did when I was a kid.
You can, at least you know which tartan you can wear.
Indeed. No arguments there.
Yeah, Scott George does have a very un-American name. It's a very British name. Hugh Davis. Where's Hugh Davis from? Args, come on.
Clearly Welsh.
A good rugby nation.
Just very good, very good. It was always my favourite when the All Blacks play the Clanetally, and it's how Clanetally spelled. Discord's going robot on me again.
Kill. vomit. Immo.
Oh, are you back? No.
You can all tell from Argsy, his legs in FS20.
Damn Discord. I know, crazy, eh?
Columbus presented O'Hallen as well. Nice. I sound like a robot.
Yeah,
using
you've
another
caught up.
voice changer.
Yeah. Just Discord doing Discord things.
It's I know, actually I've put my voice changer on. The next character I'm going to introduce on Elk Mountain is my robot sidekick. We're just going to go really obscure and bizarre.
Yeah. I suppose Elon Musk's going to turn up next too, is he?
Yeah. Oh, I did see Sheriff Roberts done a Tesla. Could do that.
True.
Actually, upset Jeb even more. We're not going to use his fuel.
Oh, you should spotting yourself though with your oil, dear. Oh.
So I heard a story today. We were talking about, there's a story in the paper this week about a couple from Glasgow who bought an electric car, but then charged it up every night in their garage using
diesel generator.
A diesel generator, a little handheld diesel generator. He honestly couldn't make it up.
There's a photo going around I've seen recently of a Tesla parked on the side of the road being charged by a generator.
Yeah. Well, there was a series. Do you remember the long way round that Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman did on their bikes?
Yep.
And they did a lap of the world through Russia and that way. And they did one long way down from top to bottom to South Africa.
Yep.
And they did another one recently, long way up. Started in South America, but they did it on electric bikes.
Right.
Through, like, if you imagine, like, all of South American countries, you know, not massive infrastructure for charging points and things like that.
Yeah.
But they had a company supporting them who were trying to install a charge network throughout South America.
Oh yeah.
So they used them, but they had to take cars with them with diesel generators in the back,
right?
Because they just couldn't make it the whole way.
Funny.
Good evening, Serge. How are you doing? Nice to see you.
Hello to Kat, who's in a soggy Queensland. Still wet up your way, is it? Oh, good. Barefoot Sims is about an hour and a half from Greystone, North Carolina.
Very cool.
Oh no, that's it. So we've got Chris, who is on the Gold Coast. I'd love to be able to... I've had lots of people asking about the Southern Cross Station, where that's got to. I'd love to be able to say it had been through testing and at least failed or something, so we did have some news, but it hasn't even gotten into Giants testing on last update that Hawks had provided.
Hopefully he'll release it if he's going to put it through testing. Maybe he'll put it out for PC first.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I guess it depends how his testing goes first up.
Yeah. Marcus Burns, I'm a delivery driver and delivering Forest, Inverness, Banff and Turf. There's a brilliant show, a farming show in Turf.
Well, speaking of farming shows, what's you'd be more in the know with Clarkson Farm Season 2, is that?
I actually don't know anything, to be honest. Yeah. No, I haven't heard anything other than I know they're doing it.
Yeah, because it's well over a year now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they would have had enough time for a second growing season, you know. Growing cycle, whatever you want to call it. A year, just in real life.
Yeah. Wolf Boy, I don't mean to be rude or something, but what is it with live streamers these days? Is my name invisible? Or do you need to be a member? No, I can see you, Wolf Boy. And but I don't see any other comments from you. Let me have a scroll up.
They're definitely doing a Season 2 Crazy Acts, I know that. Well, they were going to, at least.
No, they're definitely doing it.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. It was far too popular for them to ignore that
absolutely.
Right. You gathering straw, are you?
I am. I've just about done this field.
Right, I'll bag up these last few bits and then I'll come and join you.
That's good.
Gotta watch our time. We're almost finished, actually.
Yeah.
Args has got a hard stop for footy practice. The joys of streaming in the morning, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we've got another. I can go a bit longer. Go till... Well, the kids are out at swimming lessons at the moment with mum, so they're not due back for another 40 minutes.
No, right.
So.
If people are having fun, we will keep going.
I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
Yes, always having fun.
Good fun.
Can I change my mind? I'm trying to lift a bag up.
Hang on. Just wait, I'll come and watch and then see how much fun you're having. Oh, I got it out.
I'm gonna double bag.
Oh, do we want to watch? Stay and watch.
Called doing an Argsy.
How old are my kids, Jake? I have a 8-year-old and an almost 11-year-old. The 11-year-old, or almost 11-year-old, is playing in a football academy. We're part of a football academy, and they're having a game day today with a couple of other teams.
Nice.
His local club's actually just signed a deal with the Wellington Phoenix, which is New Zealand's only professional football team. They play in the A-League in Australia, and they're going to provide some coaching and opportunities for the boys.
That's cool.
As a potential pathway for the really talented ones to get into more a professional setting. Kind of cool. Well done. Most impressed.
You're slightly disappointed I didn't make a hash of that.
I am actually.
Push them a bit away. Let's see if I can... there we go. They've aligned themselves.
Soccer, Raymond. Not American football. No. Not Australian football, not American football, just football.
Like football, yeah.
Soccer.
No, football.
They've been trying very hard here to change the name, like to get the football becoming the familiar moniker for everyone.
Same thing really though.
My first ever rugby game I played, I was no older than 10. I got winded within the first half. Not a good start. But unlike a football player, you got up and carried on playing, didn't you, Alec? Or did you roll around for half an hour?
Yeah, and the football coach was watching and went, "Oh, he'll be good."
Signed him on the spot.
Yeah.
How many bags of oats are we going to end up with?
I'll tell you what, there's going to be enough. It's going to be decent enough. It's not going to be... I mean, I think I've got another 4 here. Marcus Burns has 9 kids.
Fair play to you, Marcus.
Showing off now, Marcus. Oh, we get in some spam. Nice.
You got back up after you got your breath back, but you can't remember much afterwards. I remember one of my junior rugby games and I got a knee to my forehead.
You're not talking about Marcus and his 9 kids, no.
Yeah, hold on, man. How you doing? Tara's got 6 kids. Oldest is 36 and the youngest is 9. At least you've spaced them out.
Wow.
That's
You wanted to go through the full cycle to see what happened before you had
before. Two's definitely our shot. We're not going any further than that. Need a bigger car, and I'm not driving a people mover. Scott George with the little known fact. I haven't had these since Texas, Scott. The British.
We haven't had a Scott George fact.
The British originally called it soccer, but then changed it to football. The US just kept the tradition. Who are you to argue with the English about the English language, though, Scott?
I would. Yeah, I'm going to question the validity. I'm going to question the validity of that one.
That sounds like a fact written by an American. Yeah. Holden Man's written something in your chat he'd like you to read.
Hello, Delta. Nice to see you, mate. Does 22 support animals from 19? I don't know what you mean, Wolfboy. 22 has animals in it, and it has all the animals that were in FS19. But in terms of, it's a different game, so if you were building a mod or something for 22, you would have to build it again. Or certainly make quite a few changes to it for it to work in FS22.
That's an argument you're going to lose Chinook, because they'll just keep on arguing they drive on the right hand side of the road.
So Rand says they call it soccer in Ireland because they have Gaelic football. Fair enough. I'll give you that one.
They still call it soccer in Ireland.
Have I tried any of the tractors in the latest FS22 release? You mean the DLC, Delta? I have had a little bit of a play around with them. I haven't used them in anger yet. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bags of oats.
Not bad. 22,000 litres oats.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
780. So yeah, quite a bit higher than peaking at about 1,100 in December. Good.
It'll be a big payday in December. Hopefully the BGA will keep our funds topped up until then.
I'm sure it will. We've got 15,000 litres of milk to sell.
So we do, yeah. What's that selling for at the moment? Milk. Where are we?
Jake, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Nice to see you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Older man saying UK's never called it soccer foot as you kick it with your foot and ball as it's round. And that's an Australian making that argument. See, I told you, Chinook, there's two Americans piping up to say they drive on the right hand side of the road. Or the right side of the road. Rusty Money, I had a massive crash the other day during a first look. Those cars were on the wrong side. Which map was that on, Rusty?
got to be Greenland's.
Could have been the what's the little one you're doing? A Fuhrling?
Oh yeah, the German one.
Hmm.
I did correct. I remembered to turn it off this time. If we could get rid of, do you know what? I can get rid of that tail handler now, can't I? We don't need it.
Could actually, yeah.
Just to save us forgetting about it, like we did with the leveling gear.
I did actually go through and get rid of a few other things we had leased that we weren't requiring at the moment. I kept the logging trailer though, because I know how much. Yeah.
I think I just have to accept that, yeah. I have to play with that again at some point, right?
We missed the beginning of the bags of grain because we don't have a silo. Correct, Derek. It was a cheaper alternative to buying a silo, so that bagger only costs $2.5 grand. Versus tens of thousands of dollars we would have had to spend to get a silo, so. Bit of pain having to move bags around.
Delta's developing a Brazilian map.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Evening, David. Nice to have you here. Welcome, welcome. No point in baling, is there, for what we need the straw for?
Well, we don't have a baler either, do we?
No. That's again another piece of kit that we...
Yeah.
Costing us money. And the reality is all we're going to do with this is use it for feed and bedding.
Exactly.
Is that the last headland, yeah?
Yeah, go up and down. There's a little bit more headland on the other end. Pretty much all done.
I'll grab this little bit here. David Bean, Argsy is indeed a Kiwi.
Indeed I am. Catch you later, Scott. Enjoy the rest of your sleep. Surprised someone hasn't come out with a train horn mod. You need to hear the horn that Dazed has put on his JCB pack. It's a proper good horn. That was his by request of his daughter. First thing she does every time she got into a tractor was press the horn button, so you had to make sure it had a good beefy horn on it. Hey Kieran, how you doing? Jumped over from FSGs because you can't watch two streams at once, but thank you for coming in and checking out my side of the fence.
Good man, Kieran. Sharing the love about. Oh, David Bean's an Aussie.
Ah, won't hold it against you, David. Oh, particularly when I don't put my pickup down on the wagon.
Oh, Grey Devil's saying, have we tried the big bag winch?
Haven't seen that.
I certainly haven't. No, I've not seen that either. It's in the in-game mods. Okay. Let's have a nosy about that. Delta Phoenix, is there anything you would like to see come back from FS19 to FS22? I'm trying to think. There isn't anything that jumps out that I was like, oh, we are really, really missing that. I know a lot of people looking for Follow Me, hoping Follow Me will come back.
community extension model or unit convert would have been nice too.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Just to switch between units would be good. Real mower mod, yes. That's a good call.
That's out.
Is it?
Yeah.
A different height in mower any? Oh, of course I did. I reviewed that.
There's two of them. There's the mow at any growth stage, and then there's the real mower, which cuts out the shrubs and things like that. Mows anything.
Object hider would be nice. F11. Cranky wants to see F11. It was nice having everything in there. I'm totally in the unload bay. Pay attention, FSG.
Yeah, and an advanced power tools would be nice.
It would be nice to have it in a format that you get the menu and you can change lots of things in one go.
Yeah,
I know why they've done it. They've done it. It's kind of I'm guessing with the view to being friendly for console, but obviously it doesn't work on console.
The power tools one.
Yeah.
I think it's just a quick way to do keystrokes rather than building a big graphic interface, isn't it? Because it's all effectively it's doing is putting a single line of your console command.
Firewood, the staple of Bull's Gap. Firewood would be nice to come back, actually. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I almost think you got it now, but the new chip at the log maker that came out this week.
Oh, the firewood splitter one.
Firewood splitter and the little log burner that we've got here stuck on the side of the shed. You could almost create it like that, couldn't you? Fergie pack, that Ferguson pack. I mean, how long did we wait for that in 19?
Yeah,
that comes to talking.
Yeah. I actually see Northwest Monson Edits. Jonathan put a post up to say you go down the right hand side. He's got a Kenworth truck. He's just got a model of that he's gonna. Oh, I'm finished anyhow. That he's going to bring into FS22.
Oh,
like
nice.
A very nice truck. So if it turns out like the Super Duty did, it'll be a stunning truck to have.
Yeah, he's a attention to detail guy. I like that.
Hey Jonathan, how you
Separate
doing?
growth on fields like it used to be on stages. You can do that if you turn seasons off, Peter. You can plant any time of the year and all that. Mark thought the axe was fun. The axe was fun in Firewood, it was. Jaden Page says, animals. What would you like to see animals-wise, Jaden?
Some more animals.
I was thinking the other day it would be quite nice. You know what MRG's doing with the seed? I would like to see a variety in what you get out of different cows. So maybe you could get Jersey cows that give you richer milk, so you get more cream if you take it to the dairy, and
yeah, that'd be cool.
Stuff like that would be quite nice, wouldn't it?
A reason for the different breeds.
Yeah. You know, or maybe like. Obviously, they wouldn't do it with meat cows.
That's
cows because they.
That's what Seasons did. They didn't do it with cows, but they did with like the sheep. The different sheep produced different amounts of wool, and the different beef animals required different feed to beef up. And so you'd have lower inputs, but they wouldn't get as fat.
Sexual simulation F11, as you call it, from 19 is out now in the form of power tools. It doesn't do as much though, Cecil. You know, one of the nice things, certainly I know Args will vouch for this as well, is if you're doing content creation, setting up farms and stuff, the ability to go and select a field and put whichever crop you wanted in which growth stage and which fertilizer state and all of that was a very handy thing to have in F11 and 19. But then again, Power Tools keeps on getting updated, so we could very well see that as a function in the future.
Yeah, but all packaged in one nice, friendly graphic user interface would be nice.
Yeah.
I doubt it will be all platforms, Caleb. imagine it'll be a pretty hefty size model. Oh, thank you, Marcus. It's dived on to give me another view, and thanks, FarmSim Guy turned you onto my view.
Tremendous. Nevri, hello from France. Bonjour from France. Zebras and giraffes. Henrik wants to see zebras and giraffes.
Oh.
Goats is a good one. Goats would be nice to see.
Yeah, goats, llamas. What was I saying? Llamas or alpacas? Ostrich farming. Yep, that's still a thing. We went out for dinner a couple of weeks ago and they had ostrich steak on the menu.
So the challenge is with Lee is saying a production chain for pigs would be good. He feels Giants missed out not doing anything. Do you mean like a kind of meat production, Lee? Because there's a few, I've seen a few other people like Scott's put rabbit hunting and fishing. Giants, because they're a universal rated game, so it's appealing to everybody. They will always avoid anything to do with slaughter or murder of animals and alcohol. So that's why we don't have wine instead of grapes. Why we don't have beer. Because they're trying to keep it universal for all. So those things you might see from modders, but Giants would never put that in the game, unfortunately. I don't want PETA banging down the door.
Yeah, I'd heard the same thing around animal breeding, another reason.
Okay.
Avoiding the whole birds and bees conversation around how...
Are we done?
Yeah. Yeah, we chewed through that.
Wow. What is it with the series and speed?
Like I said the other day, I think we're just so used to having big fields, but big equipment that take a lot longer.
Yeah, true. This feels balanced, right?
Yeah, it is a nice balance.
Like the machinery fits the fits the size of the farm quite well.
Definitely does.
Gonna need another shed at this rate, Args.
Well, we'd need to buy the potato shed at some stage too, and that's not cheap. That is a little bit of worry how we're going to afford that.
We do. We might have to take a loan out for that one.
Possibly. Oh.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do, really, is there? Going to cut some trees down, but probably a good place to finish things up.
Perfect time. That was great fun. Good chat.
Indeed.
Nice to have so many people on as well.
Thank you all very much for the fresh subs. They're hanging out with us, I suppose. Putting up for TFSG being late.
Yes, sorry guys. Sorry guys, the roadworks on the motorway from Glasgow to Edinburgh was shocking.
You're not wrong, Mark. It does look a lot like Jason Statham. Even in his avatar here.
Oh dear.
I'm waiting for...
I don't think I'm in as good a shape as Jason Statham, though.
It's been stopped spending so much time sitting in front of a computer.
Yeah. 2 years of sitting in front of a computer does not... Oh, Ola's dropped in right at the last minute.
Nice to see Ola. How you doing,
mate? So yeah, no, thank you very much, mate. That was fun. We said the other day that it would be fun to do a live stream on here.
Yeah, absolutely.
As it was. So, no, that was great. And I guess I'll see you in about 10 hours.
10 hours. Yeah, I'll go spend the day doing things and you'll go have a sleep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll drop on the Discord and have a chat with you after this because I need to make sure we don't make a hash of the time.
Oh, time. Yeah, good point. Very good. All right, mate. I'll thank you very much for that. Thank you, everyone in both streams. Chat. It's been a pleasure to have you all here and look forward to catching you next time. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekends.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, mate. And I'll see you later. And thanks, everyone. Have a good rest of morning, noon, night, wherever you are.
Indeed.
Those shorts, though, I know, Legacy, you're right. Those legs. Get a suntan, man. That's shocking.
Where are we? Where is no man's land between Spain and France? I should be a bit browner than that, shouldn't I?
You should, especially in July.
Yeah, especially in July. Hang on. Can I do it on the fly? Let's see. There you go. How's that?
Oh, brilliant!
Instant tan.
That's totally a Saint-Tropez out. That is definitely not sun-baked.
Spray tan. little bit yellow around the edge.
Yeah.
Funny. All right, everyone. Thanks for that. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah, don't know where we can go from there.
No, just press stop.
Yeah.
All right. Catch you later.
Good night, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.